Hopefully you all can see my face, YouTube. Golden Age Ace, Eric. It's been a long time since I've been able to use a camera that actually takes picture, but currently getting back into that scheme. I'm going to go Gaming Rant number 3 video. Now last time I talked about Gunbound Revolution, and it was a game that largely falls upon the ability to wage multiplayer warfare. Gunbound. It also revolved around people's abilities to remember changes in wind, add-ons, mirror, Thor, force. I went through all the mobiles the last time, and I haven't played too much recently, but I've gotten back into it. But this time we're going to be talking about Halo 3. Now you would have to be living under a rock to not have heard the word Halo. I have not played the campaign for Halo, but I have played online, and let me just say that I am a big-time 7 on the 7th Lone Wolves and Team Slayer competitor. Also, I like to play Rumble Pit. It's true that Halo 3 has a lot of ranks for people to climb, which means, of course, a lot of gameplay. But it seems like relatively casual gamers like me are at an impasse. We like to play games competitively, but not too competitively. Call it quaint, but the ranking system in Halo makes it difficult for people who aren't too great to level up. The trick to leveling is to win. In Team Slayer, you and a team of 3 other people take on 4 opponents. Basically, experienced players will try to get more kills than they do deaths, so you get a positive spread. If you don't, you'll be pulling down your teammates. You'll be causing pain to your bros. The system of the game is that you must be a god of Halo, however, to become a major or a commander. Let's say you're put into a 4-person team in which you appear to be doing great. You've just picked up the Needler, killed 3 people, dropped to a lower level, grabbed the shotgun, crouched, so that they don't see you in the radar when they walk in, and you blow their brains out. You've got 8 kills and 2 deaths, plus 6. That's actually really good. Not surprisingly, someone thinks you should be put away, and pretty soon you're flanked by, let's say, 3/4 of the opposing team. Big deal, you might think, until the scoreboard pops up and you realize that you had 8 points only to see that the other 3 on your team have not equaled you combined. Not only that, but they appear to be feeding the opponent kills. During my first few games, big deal, I thought. I'll get rewarded, like in Gunbound, for kicking ass. Foolishly, I thought that. I had completely destroyed the other team, but in Team Slayer Online, if your team loses, you lose. Which means that if your skill is 20 and you lose, you run the risk of going down to 19. Even if you did everything in your power to win. Eventually you see that some people might flip, to playing Lone Wolves. Basically you're on your own. And that's what I thought too, but the funny thing is that all the other really good players are doing the same thing. They're switching to Lone Wolves. They're playing Lone Wolves so that the teams don't bring them down. If you're in the top 3, it's a 6-person free-for-all. If you're in the top 3, you get an experience point, but only to a certain extent. At one point or another, you have to be number 1 on that ladder in order to get points for Lone Wolves. I have only 2 words to say to that. Hell no. With leveling, you could spend either a lifetime in Social Slayer beating up weaklings for your experience, or you could get an extremely high skill level which requires luck in your Team Slayer rosters, or tons of ability to play Lone Wolves or Team Doubles. Or you play with close friends who are actually good and all have subscriptions to Xbox Live. Regardless of how, it's a pain in the ass to play competitively for your skill. Which led me to simply play when I felt like it, how I felt like it, and with who I felt like it. Here's my attempt to fix those who suck at this game. I've had it to here with people doing stupid stuff for no apparent reason. I don't need someone in the beginning of the game to throw a grenade when we're all in the same spot, when there's no enemies to throw a grenade at. I don't need someone to smack me when I pick up the sniper rifle in Valhalla, or to stand in my way when I'm trying to shoot the opponents. Just because you want the sniper rifle, I'm sorry, I picked it up first. If you're going to kill dozens of people, like rush out there in Team Slayer and try and mow down the enemies with the AR, please be actually good at this game. Don't go out there and try and massacre the opponent when you know you can't. That's a bad idea. Why do you think snipers consistently choose to pick people off at a distance? BR, sniper rifle, I don't even care. If you're going to play Halo, for goodness sakes. Don't log on to Halo, sit back, decide I'm going to go get something to drink, you know, and then come back and realize you've died twice because you were just standing there doing nothing. Being AFK doesn't help you, it doesn't help me, it doesn't help the team. Overall, I would suggest playing this game more for the fun of it than you would for the skill. For your skill may drive you up to a point where you have to play against other impossibly difficult players. You'll end up going to Rumble Pit anyway. I like to play games I'm good at on maps I know, the space and the weapons. My recipe for victory is to play a game I know, won a game I like with a team that isn't terrible, although you have no choice. You leave your fingers crossed. Very rarely am I defeated when there are nothing but swords to play with. And then there's 7 on the 7th. This is great fun. An XP fest on the 7th in which we play wacky games for no reason other than to have fun and gain experience. You got Fiesta Slayer, you got Oddball, you got Crazy King. I wish there was Capture the Flag. Well, of course there's Slayer. Multiplayer. Oh well. Overall, the game is great fun if you don't take it too seriously. I mean, it's awesome to have your moments of glory where you've slayed the entire team with a sword, lasered 2 people in the head, mashed someone with a gravity hammer, stick someone who's invisible, or punk someone driving by on a vehicle, take it away from them. It's moments like that that keep me playing the game and should probably keep you playing the game. Did I mention the entire punchline of this rant? The graphics are really, really pretty. Really. If you guys want to go play some Halo every now and again, add me. I'm Percival THD. If you try adding Golden Mage Ace, you'll probably get some other guy. You know, you never know.